We welcome you. We've got a wonderful guest this week. This is Craft Roulette. It's improvisational card making. Yes, I said that. All right, he's got his headphones on. Kelly, if you want to go ahead and start chatting so he can hear you.
Okay. I just
check. It's fine.
It's fine. That's sufficient. Okay. Check. Can you hear me? Are we good?
He's got a little bit of a delay, so
okay.
He said it's good. Yay!
Okay.
We're all systems go then. Now, if you want to pull up your chat,
I have it
then
up.
she can pull up her. Oh, you have it up, so you can see all these people that are giving you lots of go get them Kellys.
Yeah,
they're excited to see you. That's nice. Welcome if you have never been to Craft Roulette and you're here to say "Atta girl, Kelly." Those are the best kind of friends to have. We like having you here. Thank you. Yep, looks like we've got all over the world checking in with us. We've got Sweden and Australia. We had our first submission from the Caribbean this week. And lots from the United States and Canada. It's all good. How many of you have watched a Kelly Taylor story video?
That's pretty much what they are.
When she incidentally does a card. They want to see your tummy. Oh, I saw it. It's amazing. Oh. Look at that, baby.
Presenting the world's youngest crafter.
That is our youngest crafter. That's our youngest guest crafter.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot to carry.
Oh,
is your back doing okay? This is the time where you think it can't go much longer. And then it does.
And then it just never ends.
It just keeps going. Should I have a picture in my small monitor, Stephen? I don't have Kelly, or I don't have the show in my small monitor, if you could. Yep, she has great stories. You are right. They are, there, I got her. Now I can see you right there in front of me, so I don't have to have my neck cranked all day. Yeah. Everything's so much work when you've got that. Sleeping,
it's just an extra 35 pounds. Not really a big deal, right?
It's such a big deal. That moves and kicks.
It really is. My back says it's a huge deal.
It is a huge deal. Is this a very busy baby?
No, this baby is sleepier than my first baby.
Well, that's nice.
So sometimes it makes me a little bit nervous, but
yeah, maybe it'll just be a little sweetheart. Do we know,
wouldn't
baby?
That be amazing? My first one was colicky.
Oh,
it was not a good time.
No, that's tough. Yeah, my aunt used to call maternity clothes eternity clothes.
She's accurate.
I know. You wear the same 3 shirts all for months and months.
Pretty much.
Yep.
I actually ended up finding some because, like we do the work in the garage and stuff. I ended up finding some at a garage sale for like $2 a piece that were maternity clothes, and I was like, "Yes, get into my car, please. I need them."
$2 a piece.
I need them.
That's a good deal. That is real good. It's been a long time since I had my eternity clothes. But I can tell you what they were. I know what they were because I wore them so much.
Yeah. Well, and now I'm to the point where, like, if I don't want something that's, like, fitted, I have to wear Eric's t-shirts. Because none of my clothes, like, none of even my maternity clothes fit loose. Yeah.
And fitted was not a thing when we were babying. It was all loose. And
yeah, that's nice. It's comfortable.
It was nice. It was.
Now everyone's like look at my big enormous belly and I'm like, can we just not be so clingy on my body?
Oh, I'm glad somebody else was thinking that. But, yep. Oh, good. I see lots of... Oh, Wendy's here. Wendy Cranford.
Hi, Wendy.
She loves you. She's a storyteller, too.
She is.
She does cards incidentally as she does a story also. Wendy stories. There's Ashley. Nice. Jamie in the back row in Wichita. Yahoo. Bitty Penny. Ha ha. You back from your vacation? Fun. Hi, Wendy. Wendy, you threw me off last week when you sent in your submission early. I thought, oh my gosh, is it Sunday night? I couldn't figure it out. You're always the last one in. Hi, Janet Flanagan. How are you? Welcome. We start officially at 6:30, so this is just the pre-show. You still have time to go get your popcorn and your Dr. Pepper. Or whatever. I haven't seen Sharon from the red chair. School's back. She might just be sleeping. Yep, scones. There's a scone thing going on in the chat room at Craft Roulette. They're always talking about scones.
I like to bake, but I've never made scones.
Maybe once. I don't know. I've baked a lot. So I was at the post office today. I came out and I went, it smells like my kitchen. Something was on fire. So, and then the fire truck went by.
Kitchen typically on fire, Mary?
Well, if I bake or cook, it does smell like burnt stuff. I'm real good at blacking things. I'm real good at encouraging a lot of carbon. You know.
There you go.
You betcha. No, my husband when I did cook, he used to say, if it's got a bottom, she'll burn it.
Oh.
And it was because, it's crafts. I would be cooking. The house was such that my craft room was downstairs. I couldn't smell what was going on in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. Well, anybody can be distracted by crafts.
See?
Obviously.
It's a real thing. Hi, Ellen Card Monkey. Thanks for being here. It's true. Marie's here. Yep. So if it's got a bottom, she'll burn it. That would be a pretty good t-shirt.
That would be a very funny t-shirt.
Doggone. Crafter, not baker. That's right, Heidi Ryan.
No, I like to bake, but normally it's like desserts.
Yeah.
I did make bread during COVID, but I think everybody made bread during COVID. And like all the people were like, this bread recipe. Yes, I'll try it. It's COVID.
It was the COVID breadathon. How did it turn out?
It was a yeastless bread. So it was like one of those like hearty Irish, like
a soda bread?
Yeah. I mean, it was okay.
It's different. That is different. Jackie Rips here. How are you? How's New York? Good to have you. Hey, Wendy Gowndry. It's almost time to get the Spoonophones going. Hey, 5K. Nice to see you, Carol Porter Owen. Glad you're here from Oregon. You baked a lot of bread too, Bitty Penny? I didn't.
My yeast never rises, Carla. That is exactly what my problem is. And then I get super frustrated because my yeast does not rise.
Well, we're going to get a rise tonight. We're going to get some, we don't have any yeast, no yeast on the wheel. We're going to be safe. We're going to be real safe here. We're going to take Kelly off of the screen for a minute. We'll be right back after the intro and introduce her properly. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you, Kelly. We'll be right back. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess too. Say it with me. Craft Roulette. Yes, we welcome you to Friday night, September 3rd. I remember my childhood dog, Sheila Jane, the Basset Hound of all love. Her birthday was the 5th. Now, I got her in 1963, and I still remember her birthday. My brother doesn't, which means I was a better dog parent. But anyway, I remember her at this time of the year. Basset Hounds forever. Welcome to the episode, what is it, 77 Sunset Strip. That is an old show. And we are Craft Roulette. We are an improvisational paper crafting game show challenge of wonderfulness. We will be spinning for the parameters that we will be working with later on in the show. But first, we have a wonderful guest we're going to introduce. Oh, wait, I've got more. Never mind. Don't just sit back and relax, Kelly. We've got a couple things we need to take care of. One is we want to thank our moderators. If you have any questions, look down in the description. There's all sorts of things like how you can support us through Patreon, getting involved with our Facebook group, Fun University, where I actually try to teach something. But that's another thing. Also, if you like what I have on, you might like this. Yes, we have merch, you betcha. And I'm going to get one of those sweatshirts right around now because it's going to get cool. It was not today. Today I was taking a walk and I said, oh, it's nice. It feels good out. So I'll go the extra half mile or whatever. And then I got home and went, holy smokes, it's 93% humidity. I was dragging. But we made it around. Nobody had to come pick us up. It was a close one. Also, we have a Labor Day surprise on our Facebook group from our patrons to our group. So make sure that you check on that Sunday night after the submission time for this show will close. Then we have a little something for you guys to do on Labor Day. And I want to give a happy birthday to Mr. Bob Sadler from his lovely wife, Berta. They watch Craft Roulette together. So happy birthday, Bob. We hope you have a wonderful time right here on Craft Roulette. We do have 1.5% of our viewers as men, and we do appreciate each and every one of you, and we know who you are. So, all right, I think that's all I have to do. We have a real cute gal. I'm getting a cue from Mr. Producer. We do have Mr. Producer over there. If you see Stephen G in there, he knows everything about the show, even every code that has been written, he knows personally. Anyway, we do have a special guest tonight. Her name is Kelly Taylor. She is another one of our 4 Taylor girls. None of them are related. She was suggested by Mary Moisen, one of our contributors, watchers, and also makes videos for us of our parameters. She's very fun and very supportive. She suggested I contact Kelly, and I did. And she said, sure, I'm up for a challenge. Let's do it. So let's bring her on and see if she's still up for that challenge. Thank you, Mary Moisen. Yay!
Hi! Well, thank you for having me, and thank you to Mary for suggesting that I come on the show. It's super fun. I'm excited to see what we end up getting tonight.
I know, it's always a little bit surprising. The cards that come out of this show are often, they say, never thought of that before, because you just don't, until you have to. And then it's like, oh, I've got to scramble and come up with something worthwhile. But we're glad to have you. Very glad.
I'm glad to be here.
You are so busy, we really haven't had much of a chance to get to know each other at all. Sometimes it's like, is she going to show up for the tech call? I don't know. But You've been great. I'm so glad that you fit us in, because I know you're, how many weeks expecting now?
We are 31 weeks today.
31 weeks. Holy smokes.
Yes.
I told you before the show, I would just be on the couch, just blubbering and eating Cocoa Krispies. But
I'm not going to act like I don't take more naps, because I totally do take more naps. Unfortunately, I have a wonderful husband who is willing to take on all of the other things that I am not doing because I'm napping. So
yeah, well, it sounds like you do plenty.
We're very busy.
Well, we're glad. I hope you can just relax and enjoy the show then, and just go, Okay, let's craft. We'll just have a good time. We got all sorts of nice people here just saying welcome, welcome to the show. If you have never been to Craft Roulette and you're here to say "atta girl" to Kelly, please let us know in the chat. You have no idea what it means to look at a line of "atta girls" in the chat. It is just a beautiful thing to behold. So just go ahead. Thumbs up is always appropriate if you like what we're doing, and all that kind of stuff. So, and go to Kelly's YouTube, because you do lots of YouTubes. Are you pre-recorded for baby time?
So I have several videos that are completed that haven't had the voiceovers done yet. But the game plan is to still be able to do those voiceovers in not live time, but in a closer time with the help of my mother and my mother-in-law.
Oh, okay. So all right.
During that time, I can keep everybody kind of in sync with, our new addition and crazy life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm. If there's anything I've learned so far about you, I think you got it under control.
You're so good.
At least you have a plan. If it's not at least in control, you've got a plan and you got it figured out. How'd you get started making cards, Miss Kelly?
So I actually, back when I was in high school, my best friend's mom was having a creative memories party, if you even remember that. I don't even think they're around anymore.
No, they still are.
Are they? Good for them.
I think so.
That was a long time ago.
Yes.
So she was like, come do this thing with me that my mom is making me do. And like, okay. So we went to the creative memories thing and I started scrapbooking. Like I was an immediate addict. And so I scrapbooked pretty much all through high school, into adult, like through college. And then I ended up seeing a YouTube video, because you have to remember, like, I'm old. And so crafting back then, there was no online community. There was no, do you know what I mean? It was just you in your craft room by yourself. And then like you would make something and you would give it to people and they'd be like, oh, that's really not, thank you.
You made that?
Yeah. And then like, that was that. So I ended up searching for something online and I stumbled across Jennifer McGuire's Thinking Inking videos from YouTube, which again, she did years ago.
Yep.
And so then I was like, ooh, card making.
I know.
Like, that's a smaller surface to work with. And, so I tried card making. I did try to go back to scrapbooking, probably after like 2 years of card making. And I was just like, what am I supposed to do with all this space? Like, there's all this area now. I don't know what to do with it. And so I have not been back to scrapbooking. I'm pretty much just strictly card making at this place. But that is how I got started. I pretty much blame Jennifer, which a lot of people can blame their card making on Jennifer.
Well, I bet she does. She could take a lot of blame on that.
I bet she could.
A lot of craft rooms full of stuff.
I just have to make a comment because Ellen put in here in her comments. If I'm young enough to be pregnant, I'm definitely not old. Girl, I'm having a geriatric pregnancy. That's what they told me the first appointment I had. They're like, oh, so you're a geriatric pregnancy. And I was like, oh, is that what we call that now? That's, wow. That's hurtful.
Is that over 36? I think that's over 36.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, and I am. So, sorry, I just needed to.
I had my last baby when I was geriatric.
Yeah, and so this is.
I was not geriatric. I'm geriatric now. That was not geriatric. I can guarantee you that.
Well, I would love to have more babies, but I'm not being pregnant again. This is my last pregnancy. Yeah. I maybe adopt some babies. That's fine, but I'm not doing this again.
Yeah. Famous. That's what every 8-month pregnant woman says, though, right?
Probably.
Find me any 8-month pregnant woman that says, "Oh, I'm going for more."
Yeah,
This is good.
well, I actually
No, it's
worked with a
miserable.
guy
It really is
who,
hard.
after she had her second, yeah, she had just had Alex. She told her husband, "I want to have another baby," and he was like, "It's the hormones. You're crazy. Like, you don't know what you want. Let's just put it on the shelf." And then, like 3 years later, she was like, "No, I still want another baby." So she had hers, I think, when she was like 42 or 43. And now that one's like 5. But yeah, she knew even right after she delivered. I couldn't even remember who I was after I delivered Nathan. Like, I didn't know what was happening. I was so tired.
Yeah. Just give me something to eat and a warm blanket. That's about all
I
I
didn't
could
even
handle.
want to eat. I just want to go to sleep. That's all I wanted to just go to sleep.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Well, somebody said, Carla said you look great, and you do. I think you look really pretty.
Thank you so much.
You do it well. I think you should go around for another 4 or 5 of them.
Right out of foster care, yes, ma'am. No,
fostering is a real thing. It's a full system, and
yes,
you know about that because of your situation as your day job or your night job as it is.
Yes.
Do you talk about that or not? I forgot to ask.
Everybody who watches my channel knows that I'm a emergency response dispatcher, but I don't typically tell too many stories because a lot of the time they're live cases in court, so I can't talk about them.
No,
so sometimes
you really
I will
can't.
tell stories from like back in the day because I've been doing this for 17 years. And those ones probably aren't still in court, but newer ones I typically don't really touch on. But it's
but you know about the foster system and you know about the need. Yeah. So you've got up close and personal sightings of it anyway.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's tough. All right. Well, we have our own police force right here on Craft Roulette. If you didn't know, we have a Craft Roulette police. It's also Mr. Producer. It's also our coder. He also does all the graphics, but he
wears a lot of hats.
He has a big head, so he can wear many hats on that head. It's really true. He's got like trouble finding helmets and things that fit him because his head's so big, but he's able to that way. So, but yes, we talk often about the Craft Roulette police. People hide from him sometimes. Go, I'm trying to sneak this in past the Craft Roulette police. So, yep, it's very fun. We have a good group. A lot of fun here. Let's go ahead and get on with our little video that says, what is Craft Roulette? Go ahead and let Kelly get a moment and get ready for the spins. And then we will move right into last week's submissions. You guys really did a great job. So let's go ahead. You relax for a few minutes. You will be able to talk to Mr. Producer, Craft Police, graphics, everything guy, if you have any needs or anything. And we'll do what we need to do. Share the submissions. And answer that question. What is Craft Roulette? Thanks, Kelly. Be right back.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
There's all those woes. They always show up in the chat. I love that, guys, so much. We do need a woe t-shirt, don't we? Okay, so last week we had 87 contributions. We were shooting for 100, but we got husbands involved. It was so much fun to get to go and see what everybody was sending in. The project was your favorite card. And so our sweet little guest, Ashley Young, who is in the group tonight, just was like, oh yeah, favorite, it's easy, we're going to be fine. And then it was vintage colors, which really has, you'll see there's a wide spectrum of vintage colors. I mean, you can talk vintage 50s, vintage 40s, vintage 60s even we saw. Summer sports, the parameter that we had been avoiding all summer long. It was the last week for summer sports, and what did the wheel do? Summer sports. It was awesome. And that one turned out to be surprisingly varied and very, very fun. Weaving, another curveball that nobody really wanted, but it was cool too. You will see woven hats, you will see woven paper, you will see woven braids and woven twine. You guys knocked it out of the park again. It's just amazing what you do. So, it looks like we're going to most likely turn over to 3,000 contributions this week. So, bravo, 77 shows, 3,000 contributions. We are making the world a lot cuter. If you want to see old contributions, you can go to craftroulette.live, click on each show has a gallery, and if you click on each show and then hit gallery, they populate, and it is phenomenal. So, all right, yes, please smash that thumbs up button. It's fun. This was mine. It was, so I got the little your favorite. I just went A2. I didn't want to think too hard. Vintage colors, kind of 40-ish. Summer sport was walking my dog because I don't really do sports. And weaving, I just did a little paper weaving. That was my card. This is our contributor map. Oh, looky there. You are really down in there. Miss Turks and, what was it? Turks and something. And Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Man, that is right off of Venezuela. That's our first Caribbean contribution. Very fun. We got some friends in Australia. We've got some friends in Finland, Sweden, UK, lots of girls and boys in Canada, and our Ecuadorian friend came in this week. Plus, of course, the United States. Yes, we got 3-day weekend this week. Aha. So, yes, and we had our first cat. We had our first cat submission, first and last. So let's see what our Ashley Young, our guest crafter, put in. Look how cute that was. Didn't she do a beautiful job? She did. She works really hard to make sure that it doesn't take her too long. She's very conscientious, very, very sweet. We did get her over 1,000 YouTube subscribers last week, which was very fun. You guys really knocked, that was so cool. It was like an MD, whatever, the Jerry Lewis telethon thing. It was like that moment where we were going, come on, you can do it. So, yep, Renee, I got it. Okay, so Trinidad and Tobago. So, yep, you're way down there, Renee. Anyway, thank you, Ashley, and her husband also sent in a card, so be watching for Robin Young. Let's go ahead. This is on a timer. I will just not talk too much now. Here we go. Gail Otto from Australia. Very vintage. Margaret from Indiana, her 8th. Elaine Anderson in Utah, her 20th. One of those zeros. Bonnie Swalkowitz, Wisconsin, 32nd. Very vintage. Ava Ballon from Naples, her 34th. Smurf Murphy from California, number 37. Hang 10. Lou Ann Johnson from Iowa, 25. She always gets in it fast. Hilda Nell Vilches, California, 38th. Vicki Tillett from North Carolina, number 33. Julie Sanders, Delaware, 10 in a row. Well done. Larissa Woolley from Michigan, number 21. Very fun. Rebecca from Ohio, number 5. And Shackles from Australia, 12. Cute little sheepy. Tristan Goldsmith, I saw you in here from Australia, her first submission. Well done. Welcome to Craft Roulette. Karen Goddard, also from Australia, in the back row, 27. 12 for Gina Smith in New York. Lisa Wise from Colorado sent in her second. Isn't that cute? Kathy Nelson from South Carolina, her 25th. I like how you have Dad on there. Vicki Ruda from the UK, her 36th. It's a little shaker. Bailey Beck from Tennessee, number 2. Well done, Bailey. Jackie Muller from South Australia, number 41. 16 for Catherine Taylor in Washington. Cute. Danica Burlingame from Georgia, number 9. Cool. Mary Moisen, number 15. She also made a video to go along with it. Denise O'Gwyn from Louisiana, number 26. We're glad you're okay. Jeannie Coelho from California. Camille Ernst from Illinois, her 8th. Sharon Castor from the Red Chair in Ohio, her 13th consecutive. Tony T from Maryland, number 7. Sherry Pemberton from down the street in Missouri, number 21. Look at she pavers. Ah! Linda Gorman, Ohio, her 7th submission. Roberta Sadler, happy birthday, Bob, Mississippi. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis, one of our moderators, number 54 consecutive. Arlene DeTizio from Reading, her 24th. Carol Sanguinetti from Indiana, her 27th with Kitty Cat. Stacy Facey from Washington, number 6. She used to skate. Rachel Fancy Schofield, her 15th, very pretty. Lynn Sprangle from Wisconsin, her 20th, congratulations. Rose Duberstein from Arizona, her 34th, very relaxing. Heather Huang from New York, her 24th also. Did I say 24 twice? Kim Blackburn from Texas, number 17, happy sheep. Bonnie Knack from Wisconsin, number 17. How odd. Am I hearing myself twice? Marie Stewart from Oregon, number 8. No, it's the numbers. I'm hearing myself say them twice. Heidi Ryan, because they come in twice, number 24. Vrn, vrn. Anna York, Oregon, number 19. That's cool. Look at that weaving. Patty Beck, 71 in a row. We've only had 77 shows. Robin Young, one of the husbands, his first. Well done, Robin. Teresa Parmenter from Worcester, number 16. Outstanding. Betty Penny. Her numbers aren't her thing. Julie Carrier from Ottawa. Very pretty. She also made a video. Rachel Castle from Indiana. Her 32nd. Amazing. Deanna Thomas from Missouri. Her 3rd. I've known Deanna a long time. Well, Ask from Sweden. Her 25th. That was so cute. Erin Jacobson from California, her 2nd. She's also been a guest crafter. Kelsey Butler from Illinois, her 1st. So glad you're joining us. Boleen Mays from Oregon, her 26th. Very cute. Melissa Johnson from Illinois, her 8th. Very sharp. Kay Wehrer from Wisconsin, her 24th. So cute. 5K Lemon from Florida, her 43rd. Terry Sansom, who is Stacy Facey's husband, his first husband. Joanne McFarland from California, her 12th. Very, very cute. Grandma Gay Robeson from Texas, her 9th. Well done. Deanna Delisante from Briar, her 15th. Love the texture. Connie Shaunafer from Kingman, Kansas, her 3rd. Way to go, Connie. Lisa Hall from Alabama, her 1st. So glad to have you join us. Renee Hamilton from Trinidad and Tobago. 61 for Sue Masner. She's in our top 3. Ann Moen from Wisconsin, her 17th. Look at that weaving. Woo. Christina Bromy from Sweden, her 35th, almost always Santa Clauses. Allison Cope, one of our guest crafters, her 14th, very pretty. Terry Wygan from Florida, her 13th. Cool. Patty Okerstrom, her 2nd from Canada. Very clever. Kathy Herring from Wisconsin, her 41st. Unbelievable. Jackie Rip from Florida, 62, 9 less than Patty. Stacy Burns from New York, very cute, her 16th. Arlene Finnegan from Pennsylvania, very weedy, I like it. Stella Lechette, from her first, the cat. That was so funny. Jamie Watts in the back row in Wichita, her 6th. And Amy Keeler from California, her 9th. It takes a while to go through 87 cards. Stacy Freer from Montana, her 15th. Angela Steinhuff, number 38 for her. My gosh, you guys. Melanie Foy from Arizona, 19. Wendy Jarvis from Florida, her 29th. She did the 30-day color thing. It was great. Mary Neighbor from Montana, her 36th. Chris Pazmino from Ecuador, her 21st. Brenda Gentry from Utah, her 30th. One of those zeros. I think that's it. That's all, folks. You can take your time and go to craftroulette.live and enjoy each and every one of them. If you click on process videos, you can watch the videos that came in also. You can also make videos from any episode and turn them in, and we'll review them and see if they're appropriate for the show. So, or for the blog. That's about all I've got on that. Is that about right? That's about right. You know what that means? It's time. It is time to bring that girl back in. Are you ready? She's smiling. I think she's ready. Yep, there she is. She's ready. All right. Did you get a load of those cards?
Yeah, they were all super cute. I hope I don't pull weaving.
Oh, you know, you're safe. You're safe because I take the ones from last week off.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Yes. Yes, you are well covered. We did add a few things to the parameters in your honor. Oh. We do have some baby things, just in case we need to make a baby card. We'll be ready. You also just had a birthday.
I did.
Got geriatric. You turned over to be a geriatric mother.
Even further advanced age. Yes. I had a birthday last Tuesday.
Did they give you Geritol instead of prenatals?
Right? Yeah. Sent me home with my little baggie of Ensure.
That's it. That's it. Oh my gosh. It is just that you get in there and you start having babies and all of a sudden everything's exposed. There's nothing left to modesty or anything. It's all gone. It's just gone, stripped forever. Your innocence out like a light.
Yeah, snatched up. It's fine.
Yep. And we all know about it. So, all right. So this is the time of the show that we start thinking about the wheel. Each week, since we have quite a few new people here, you saw in the little What is Craft Roulette, each week we do spin for 4 different parameters. One is project, one is colors, one is element, and something random. Also, we are a community-supported group, so we offer our patrons an opportunity to vote something off that they don't want to have show up on the wheel. Now that means that if that parameter is voted off, you can still fit it in if the parameters will allow it. So this week, for instance, here comes the wheel. There's those parameters. There's the ornery little parameters. For colors, the patrons have voted off a gray background. I love gray backgrounds. I just don't know what to think about those kits. Let's see. Geez, where is it? One time I had them vote off something I didn't have on the... Maybe I took it off. I think I took it off. Aren't I clever? Isn't that just something? Aren't I just something? Okay, so there's no gray background to vote off. They also voted off In the Tree. Now, I didn't take that one off, did I? There it is. Good. We'll take that one off. And they voted off triangles. They don't want a random spin of triangles. So we have all the colors. We have almost all. I can't believe I did that. But yes, actually I can, because I did a lot of messing around with the parameters this week. So, Miss Kelly,
Yes,
what do you
ma'am.
think? Do you see anything that you would like to vote off? You have that right as our guest. Only one.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's gray background plus 3. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah. Is there anything that you don't think you have a stamp for, or
Okay,
they
so
have
I'm
any
gonna
interest in?
vote off book binding card.
Book binding card. Say it fast 10 times. Okay. It's really a good little fold. It really is, but it's easy, but it's good. Yep. Biddy Penny thought maybe pleats. I don't think she got that far. I think she was.
I would rather have to do a pleat than a book binding card.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well, it's your right, and we got it off there, so we're good. So you think you're okay with all the other, however many, 23, whatever it is. We're good. See anything you want to have end up on the wheel? You see the baby, there's a baby card, there's baby animals. What else did I
Here's
add?
the irony, okay, of me being pregnant and everybody being like, let's make a baby card. Baby cards are what I make the least of. I never make baby cards.
I make them for my daughter to take to showers. That's about it. Yeah.
I just told you I'm having a geriatric pregnancy. All my friends are like done having babies. I ain't make no baby cards.
Well, we'll see what the wheel comes up with. That wheel can be pretty, for a new guest. Sometimes the wheel is real nice, but not always. So
Fingers
we'll just
crossed.
have to see. Yeah, that's right. That's right. We just don't know yet. All right. Well, let's go ahead and spin. We'll spin for we'll just warm it up first.
Okay.
Get it off the one. There we go. And we'll spin for project. One of those 23 parameters that are remaining. What's a little chubby? It's a 4x8. It's a slim line that eats a little too many donuts. 14, card with a tag.
Okay.
We can do that. These will populate at the bottom of the screen as soon as we get them all figured out, so you don't have to worry about them. Colors. We're gonna make something with a tag. What colors will we use?
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy.
Red, yellow, and violet.
Oh.
Would this give you morning sickness if it were earlier in your pregnancy?
The
Red, yellow, and violet.
Ew, okay.
What element will we use to make into some red, yellow, and violet something in a tag, with a tag? Oh my. Starts with a B. I thought we might get that one. I did.
Okay.
I did. Starts with a B. So it could be a baby card. Baby starts with B. And what random thing will we be working with? I don't know. These seem very odd to me. Ombre. Okay, we're good. So, but red, yellow, and violet will not do ombre real well. But you could ombre some red and yellow. Okay. Card with a tag. Do you have a favorite way to incorporate tags into cards?
I have like one way to incorporate tags in cards because I make one layer cards.
Oh yeah, so you can just put it in as one of the designs, not like an add-on, but just
I typically make one layer cards, but that's all right. It's good to push outside of your boundaries.
We do that every week on Craft Roulette. I forgot to tell everybody to wear stretchy pants. We're really good at stretching.
You didn't have to tell me, girl. I showed up in them. That's all I wear.
You definitely had a reaction to red, yellow, and violet.
So is that just like the majority of my card has to be red, yellow, and violet, or all of it has to be red,
question.
yellow, and violet?
Great question. Red, yellow, and violet needs to be your colors, plus you can use any kind of neutral, black, gray, cream, white, what else? Tan, craft, and metallics. We throw those in because we are that kind of people. And then they don't have to be like equal. You can have a big yellow and red card with a little bit of violet, or mostly violet. I'm sorry?
The pint-gallon quart rule.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So sometimes if there's something like this, people will use just 2 of the colors and the neutrals, and then just pop in a little brad or something, a little gem of the color that it just doesn't quite work for them.
Wow,
so
we're going for gold here, Mary. If we're going to do these colors together, we're going to do them.
There you go. There you go. Starts with B. That just means that your focal point needs to start with B. Okay. There's lots of, well, yeah, Mr. Producer, Mr. Craft Roulette Police is saying it doesn't have to be focal, but it can just be something on the side too. So if you have a favorite stamp or something, you can, but it does have to be included somehow or other. So say you want to do flowers and put the flowers in a basket or something like that. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what I want to do, but it just has to have something that starts with B. Bees, that's an excellent one. Bouquet, that's a really good one.
We broke our viewership record, by the way.
We did? Yeah. We broke our viewership record? Yeah. Oh, awesome. Way to go, guys. Mr. Doug just said 163 lives. That's great. Thank you. Make sure I would love to have at least 100 thumbs up too, but you know. Boat, bottle, button, bike, basket. Terry, you're on a roll. Blue, bonnet, balloon, bicycles. Yes, barn, anything like that. You're getting my brain started too. So bubbles are good. You know, there's been that little stamp with little mice and things with bubbles. Bugs. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay, so, and then ombre. You have to have ombre in it somehow or other. So, and if you know what ombre is, it's just a gradient, a color gradient from light to dark. So it can be, so say you want to do the yellow and do it in ombre. You just, like, it can be on a strip, it can be on a border, it can be on the tag, you can have it anywhere. So, is your brain working? What are you thinking?
I do have some ideas.
Good. Maybe you can help me. Because I don't know. Burritos?
You got nothing?
You can do a burrito card. I will. But I usually don't at this point of the show. I'm completely blank. B, blank starts with B. Just maybe make a little ombre frame of red, yellow, and violet, and with a tag inside, and leave it blank. Buffaloes, bisons, and bratwurst. My favorite B words. Bird, that's a good one too. I don't have a stamp
for any of those things.
No bratwurst stamps.
I'm not going to be able to deliver any buffaloes.
I don't know if I have one either, actually. I used to work at a school, and that was our mascot.
I suppose you could use a buffalo check, which was super trendy, like in the last couple of years. Yeah, you could. Red. They're usually red, right? So you could throw that red buffalo check in there, add some yellow and violet somehow or other. Yeah, people do things really cleverly like that. That's really a good idea. And they have a little opportunity when they send in their submission to explain what the heck they were thinking. So, yeah. So it's very fun. All right. Well, when Mr. Producer just let the dogs out, because that's another one of his hats, dog care.
He's
My
back,
husband
and
is doing that downstairs.
So he's going to take you off, let you go ahead and get your supplies together.
Okay.
And we will do just a little bit of housekeeping here. You let us know when you're ready. All right?
All right. Thank you.
Force be with you. Okie doke. Beer and burgers. How about that? Buffalo plaid. Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun week. You know, the thing about this crazy wheel is how everybody takes the same 4 parameters, shakes them all up in their brain, and so many different things come out of it. It's just a wonderful thing. We do have, am I going to go down to my hands? I can't. There we go. We do have mail call. That is our address. I didn't have any mail today, but I did mail my postcards because I'm doing a class on postcards on Fun University this month, and I mailed those to myself. So we'll see how those turned out. I did the 4x6 and the 3.5x5 with different stuff for protecting the picture. So anyway, that's our address. If you do want to send us a card, we'd love to highlight your beautiful card in the background. Also, we put it on our blog, on our group, Facebook group over the times, and then after they've been up there for a while, I move them off and send them to the nursing home down the street. So we would love to have you. I did learn about how to do a diaper fold. This is like a baby shower here tonight. So a diaper fold, because we were talking in the group all these fun things that we could do with Kelly tonight. And so this is her baby shower, so to speak. You take a 6x6, you fold it in half so it's a triangle. You bring the top layer down to about there. Then you bring this guy over to line up with that little fold from the top, and bring this guy over to line up with that little fold from the top. And then, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes, this would be something that you could put a tag in.
Kelly,
So this may be actually a very, very fun thing to have on a card. I'm thinking that right now. Now let me think. So red, yellow, red. I'll get some stamps out so I can or some inks out so I can remember. Red, yellow,
if it's okay with you,
and violet. You know, that's not that bad. If you look on
just let me know when you're ready to come back.
If you look on this guy, we've got, yeah, it's kind of whacked, but we'll be okay because we've got red, violet, we've got violet, yellow, and red. I know that's some name. What is it called? I don't know. Anyway, if you know the name of it, maybe it's split complementary. Nope, yep. I'm going, oh, well, it doesn't matter, but it's yellow, violet, and red. Very interesting. I think it's going to be pretty. Just remember that you don't have to have no dominant color. You get to choose that. And so if you want to go with something you like, be happy. Be happy, be happy. I'm thinking I got to get my stuff now. Something that starts with a B. Okay, I'm just going to pull out this little box of stamps. Are there any sentiments that start with B? Bless your heart. Bless your heart. Bless this mess. Best wishes. Those all work. Bugs. Ooh. No B's there. To be or not to be. Oh, I do have a B right here. Could we do that? Forgot about him. To be or not to be. That's the question tonight. Well, I got my B stamp. An existential B. I think we might just go with that B.
To be or not to be.
That's right. And do it as what are those things called when you do pictures instead of words?
Hieroglyph?
Yeah, it's hieroglyphic, but there's a glyph? There's also something else. It's not anagram, but there's something. I don't remember what it's called. But you do, yeah, to be. You could do, or not to be.
Oh.
Yeah. You could even do a number to be, or not. I don't know for not to be. I don't want to overcomplicate my life. But I think I will use that bee. I do. He's pretty darn cute. And I know I have a stamp set that has like bless your heart, which would be kind of cute. Maybe it might not. What are you guys thinking? Are you going to work with me during the? Are you going to have the cards done before the show's over, Luann? Pictogram. Why, that wasn't so hard. Why was that so hard? Happy birthday. Birthday is a B word. I feel like I'm back. You know, B's and D's, if you have a little person that has trouble figuring out which one's which, I used to teach kids that if you come to the line first, like on a D, you close your mouth and you make your mouth into a line like that. No, B. If you come to the line first, you make your mouth close like that, and so you can say B. And if you come to the circle part first, you make your mouth round like a D. And it worked. I got it right for them the first time, though. Poor kids is what Mr. Producer says. Yes. Well, I can't find the thing that I thought of. But that's not unusual. So we're not. Birthday. I may just go birthday. That's easy too. You probably wouldn't do B's for baby cards. I just do birthdays. Is that a cop-out? It's okay. That's okay. So then what do? We have to do the tag. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do the B. Well, maybe. Is that red? How's Kelly doing? We do have some buffalo check here, too. She's gathering. I do have a little buffalo check. I might just make a little, I wonder if that would look good in a diaper fold on top with the bees. Ooh, how about the bees hanging out on the diaper fold on acetate with curdle mustard in the dining room? I think we're going to go with something like that. Well, at least we can try. We can try. All right. So that would, my vision is good. I don't know if it's going to be executable, but my vision is okay. So let me find my little pieces of acetate. And then I want to see what everybody's figuring out in their group. There's some little acetate. Now, this is the tricky part when I start to lose it. Oh, the tag is going to be inside the diaper fold with the bee on it. And then there's going to be a happy birthday across. Oh. And I probably will use a little piece of this, and I will ombre some yellow on the background. I'll fold this first, see if it even works. This is pretty advanced. What are you guys thinking? You have some adorable bee stamps. You're well on your way, Brenda Gentry, then. B has a belly and D has a diaper, but that doesn't make, but if that's how they taught it too at the school I used to work, but it didn't make sense to me because it was like, well, how it could be the other way. It didn't make sense. It wasn't sensible enough. Be kind. There you go. Beware. Ooh, you could do a Halloween card. Beware. Do I have a flower stamp? Oh, that I could do flowers in the 3 colors. Ooh, that would be pretty, Roberta. You have a ton of bee stamps. Bee stamps are all very fun. I think they're, because you can also use them with the word play. Butterflies, very nice. Bees are butterflies. These are all going to be great. Grandma Bear. There you go. My son-in-law calls me Mama Bear because I'm an old bat and kind of mean. A bat. There you go. Yep. You guys are going to have fun this week. We do have the submission. We do have something about submission later. You will have all weekend to turn it in till Sunday night. See, I can put that little guy right there. We can put a little happy birthday across there. And some of this stuff going on over there with some bee. Well, is he going to be cute up hanging out there? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Maybe. It might just be the weirdest card I've ever made. But I've made some pretty weird ones. So, let me get this scrunched down pretty well. Diaper card is probably more, diaper is probably more than I need, but it's okay. We're okay. I think we'll just do some blender rendering. Let's see though, let's use some better ink for blending. What do we have? Do I want some of this on hand? That's kind of violet, isn't it? I just got my 3 new inks, Distress Oxides, today. I was getting 3 a season this year because I hadn't ever had them. So I got my 3 seasonal ones. Pretty excited about it. Gotta admit it. All right. Well, I think I'm ready. Maybe. And then we'll blend into that. Not too much of that because that won't blend as well. All right. A bow. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to be good at this. I think Kelly did fall asleep. Yep. No, she's been working right along. I can hear her just working and working away. She's about to come back in. She thinks she's ready.
All right, just...
So we'll bring her back in. I know, this is a great group. They're like idea rich. All right, we see her hand cam. So let us know what you're thinking, ma'am.
So, what do I think? I found this. The tags was the biggest trouble for me.
Okay.
So I found this.
Oh, that's a tiny, like a tea tag would work too.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is, isn't it? Very nice.
And then my bee is going to be these blooms.
Blooms. Oh my goodness. You have figured out Craft Roulette.
And then I think that's what we got. That's what we're going with.
I think you got it. Yep. So that would be, how are you going to get your colors in?
So I'm going to do a background. And add them in, I think, on just like a couple of my... Yeah. That will be fun. It'll be good.
Your favorite color combination.
It's the worst. It's cool.
What were your school colors?
Blue and white.
Blue and white. That's sometimes pretty awful too, but that's not bad. That's better than, I don't know any school that has red, yellow, and violet. I must have seen something that I thought, oh, well, that would be a good combination. Sometimes I wonder what the heck I'm thinking about. So are you past your moment of panic? Because there's usually a kind of a brief moment of, oh, my stars, why did I say yes?
No. I was just in the thought mode.
Okay. That's fair. That's very fair. I'm making this a little darker as I go down. So how much do you get to craft? Because you're so busy. So how much do you end up, do you ever craft just for fun?
It's always fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good answer.
I don't typically ever craft where it's not an assignment.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Absolute sense. Because I'm pretty much the same way. It's really hard to just go, oh, I think I'll go make a card for something to do. It's never just something to do.
No. Funny to do.
I think you do. I do. Because you also redo furniture, I hear. You were saying.
Yes, I do.
So is that like upholstery, or is that stripping and painting, or?
That is stripping and painting.
Ooh, that's tough. That's a hard job. So how did you get hooked up with that?
So when we bought this house, we had a couple of projects that we wanted to do for our own house.
Uh-huh.
And when those were done, it's like when we moved into this house, they had like a buffet for the entertainment center.
Mm-hmm.
And it was super cute. But when we looked for them, they were like $500.
Oh, yeah.
And I was not willing to pay $500.
Gotcha.
So we found on Facebook Marketplace.
Where we go for everything.
Yeah, we found a lady who was getting rid of her china cabinet.
Okay.
And so I was like, well, we could totally turn that bottom part into a buffet.
Oh.
For the family room, like an entertainment center.
Uh-huh.
And Eric was like, well, what are we going to do with the top part? Which is, you could see behind me, we're doing like the interview portion.
Mm-hmm.
That rainbow striped shelving is the top
Yeah.
portion of the china cabinet.
Oh, I wondered what that was.
Yeah, so we took
Yeah.
off the doors and repainted everything for my craft room. And then used that as my shelving in here. And
That's
then
how you got
we
the bug.
took the bottom and used that for our entertainment center downstairs.
Uh-huh. So that's how you got the bug. And that's cool.
Yes. And then once those projects were over, we were like, oh, we kind of miss doing this. It's something we could do together and something that we do with our son. And so we decided that we were going to just keep doing it.
So do you have a whole shop for it, or?
No, we just use our garage.
Uh-huh. Well, very good. It's funny how you don't know what your life's really going to become. I mean, seriously. Who would know?
If you would have told me like 10 years ago, you're going to end up with a furniture refinishing company, I would have been like, have we met? I don't think you know what you're talking
about. I understand. Yeah. So how did you end up doing YouTubes? How did that all start?
Well, originally, I was very opposed to the YouTubes because I knew how much work it was. And it is a lot of work.
It is.
And there is a lot of, I'm sure you well know, there is a lot of people who have a lot of things to say about the free content that is provided to them that streams right into the comfort of their own homes that they do not have to pay for. And
yeah,
a lot of people with a lot of opinions.
Every once in a while.
And so I just never really wanted to kind of get into that. My friend, Jennifer, was like, you need to do these YouTube videos. Now, obviously, Jennifer has been doing YouTube forever.
Right.
And I was like, nah, I don't really want to do it. And she was like, no, you need to get on the. So eventually I broke down, started the YouTube channel, which I think was probably like 5 years.
Wow, you've done very well.
Well, in the beginning, it was very quick growth.
Okay.
And it seems to have slowed down. It has slowed down
Mm-hmm.
drastically since the start of COVID.
Hmm.
I don't know if you've experienced that with your own, but
No, we've just
also
really
with
haven't
YouTube
too much,
changing
but
the
we're not big.
algorithms, it does make it more.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So
yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I think, why are we doing this? But then other times I think, oh my gosh, what would I do on Friday night if I didn't get to hang out with some rock star YouTuber and just craft with these crazy parameters, and it's just too much fun. So
I pretty much
so we go.
just I'm invested at this point in the like
Mm-hmm.
relationships.
Correct. Yeah.
And so that makes it worthwhile for me. Not that I don't, appreciate when people use my affiliate links or things like that, but
Mm-hmm.
there isn't. It's not the same since COVID, and I don't
Really?
know that it
Okay.
ever will be. But here we are. We're still doing it.
I have changed my mind, by the way. I'm not going to use the diaper thing. It was just too much. So it's going to go away. But I've got another plan. So we're going to be okay. And that's how it is. That's how it is. Well, Wendy Cranford says, preach it, sister. Yep. Yep. It's an interesting thing to do, but you're right. Like Patty Beck. I always go to Patty Beck because she started sending in submissions to Craft Roulette on episode number 5. We're now on 77. She has submitted a card every week. It's just that's just that kind of loyalty and faithfulness to a YouTube channel is just blows my mind. And so it's like, if she would let me, I would have Patty Beck t-shirts, but I don't think she will. So I would, because she's just phenomenal. And then Jackie Rip, who is also, she has sent in 9 less. Those people I would never want to let down. So along with many other nice people I've met, it's just been a great community. So I understand it is the relationship thing that's just pretty doggone special. But, okay, so I went to Michael's today. Nobody even recognized me. Do you get recognized do people know you from your YouTube channel? I didn't expect it, by the way, but we laugh about that because I say, oh no, I can go anywhere and nobody knows who I am. It's just easy. It's fine. And
So last year
so can you
on my
do that?
we went downtown. Eric planned this whole thing downtown for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we were walking around downtown near the Chandelier. If you're familiar with Cleveland, it has this gigantic.
Not at all.
And in between where we were standing and the Chandelier was this silent disco. And basically, if you don't know what silent disco is, I did not. I was very taken aback by what was happening. And,
I have no idea.
I had like we had to walk through it to get to the and so we walked through it, got over to the Chandelier, took our photo, and then on the way back of walking back through the silent disco, this woman was like, "Are you Kelly Latibola?" Which was before I was married. That was my previous name. And I was like, I am. I am, but who are you? And so that is the only time on the street I have ever been.
And that's
her
often
husband was
enough.
actually there filming. He worked for a news station. He's actually there filming for the silent disco.
Okay, so silent disco. I don't know what that is.
So it's pretty much a big group of people who all have headphones on. And the music comes out of the headphones instead of out of speakers. And then they all I mean, basically they are all dancing to whatever music they select on the channel.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
But they're the only ones that can hear it. So like if you and I were dancing with each other, we would both be on like channel 2, and maybe channel 2 is like 1980s music. So we can hear the same song, but the people next to us who are maybe super digging like some Motown are on channel 4.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's wonderful. I have wanted to have some family dance-offs. I think it would be great fun. I don't think my family wants that, but I do. So I think, wouldn't that be fun? We have some pretty good dancers in our family, so I think it would maybe a silent, and then you could guess what they're dancing to, because we're also very game oriented and love to have a good competition. What are you dancing to? Guess. And I guess you could do, you know what you could do to gamify a silent, what'd you call it? Silent disco. You could, oh gosh, I gotta tape this darn thing down. I'm gonna see if I can make this a crooked thing and have the bees sticking out underneath. I don't know. This could be TROUBLE. I guess if you had a list of songs, like parameters on Craft Roulette, and then you start boogieing to whatever, then the people have to guess what you are dancing to. And if they have no sense of rhythm, it could be very difficult. I don't know if my family will ever come over again, but that's okay. That would be a fun game.
I love a game. I am for a game. Always. My family is a family of game players. But I don't know that I would be able to guess what song you were dancing to.
Well, if you had a list, you know, I'm either dancing to this, or this.
I could maybe if you had something to work off.
Yeah. I would. You couldn't do just eras. Even you couldn't do like 17th century or anything. It would have to be. Oh, I didn't cut that very well. Yeah, like you said, Motown. You could do. I don't know. Maybe there's a. I'll let you know how it goes if they ever come over and I do it.
You let me know.
I will. Okay, so how are my little bees going here? They're going to be flying on some acetate. Acetate bees. Maybe. I thought I had another one. How's your card coming?
Okay.
Is it turning out the way you thought it would?
No. Do they ever?
No. Truly, they really don't. It's just, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, that's not a real thing. I'm out the way.
No. It is always a surprise. These are too thick. If I were really, I don't know, I'm not going to. You know, the cards that make them move, that would be kind of fun though. But I don't think we'll do that. So you always do 1 layer cards. I gotta figure out.
Not always, but frequently.
And you do Copics though, right? So do you have any
I do.
bleed through issues?
Not usual. Because I do Nina 80-pound color white cardstock.
All right.
I typically don't have any bleeding issues.
Do we want some flower? Oh, maybe somebody suggested flowers. I'm thinking maybe that's a good idea at this point. And I just know the ones I want, I think. Well, that is Nina. Okay, so where do you get the Nina? Do you get it at a special place or?
No, I actually try to because I'm a huge fan of supporting smaller businesses.
Right on.
So I try to mix it up. Like Honeybee Stamps carries it, so sometimes I get it from there. Ellen Hudson carries it. I get it from there. Occasionally, I will pick it up from Simon Says Stamp.
I'm doing a lot of fussy cutting here tonight, folks. Yeah, I don't know what I was a close to my heart consultant for 20 years, and so I have a very limited understanding of the world and the supplies that are available. And I've been out of, I haven't done it for a year and a half, something like that. But it's funny because seriously, I was just so locked in, I just really didn't have a clue of all the different things out there. And it's fine.
Well, I think that does happen to quite a bit of people. And over the years, like having been reached out to by different companies, stuff, anybody who offered me, like, wanted to work with me or whatever, but it had to be exclusive to them, was always a no.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
well, there's so much
I want to
now.
use everybody's things. I want to, so there's companies that I've worked for in the past that I don't work for anymore because of that. There's, companies that I have never worked with because of that. Like, I mean, I'm not talking about like a kit or something. That's different. But they just like, hey, we want to hire you. You have to use only our things. Those aren't my people.
Right. It was well, so talking about creative memories. Like in the long time ago, creative memories was it for scrapbooking. And there really wasn't much out there. And that was, so I started with Close My Heart in 2000. And there wasn't much out there. You couldn't go to a store and pick up a lot of good stuff. You could pick up a lot of not good stuff. And so that was that was kind of how it all got started. And then I just got into the habit of it. And it was good products. I'm using all sorts of their stuff right now. So, but it was so funny because then I started looking around going, wow, there's everybody and their mother has a stamps company right now. Where did this happen? And
I think that in the last probably 5 to 10 years, that probably is 100% true.
It's pretty true, yeah. I'm glad
because
I'm
everybody's like, me and my iPad are going to start this new stamp company. It's going to be amazing. Which is true for some people.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
But I do think, like with COVID, I saw a lot of those same companies who were unsustainable.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
It would be a tough gig. There's a lot of noise. And it would
There's a lot of competition.
Yeah. It would be hard to pick up the mantle and grab it. I just don't have that kind of energy. But
is making a gray countertop considered a gray background?
I think it'd be fine. It's a neutral.
Okay.
You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Trying to adhere to all the rules, Mary. A lot of
right.
rules.
I know, we're so tough. We are tough on craft roulette crime.
We don't. Oh, you can use gray background.
Right. Oh, I'm seeing. Yes, because of the veto. Yes, you can use the gray. Absolutely, because it fits within the parameters that we did get. Like if the background, if the wheel had said red background, well then gray background would have been hard to fit in. But
fair enough.
Yeah, veto is just saying that the wheel can't be bossy about that. It can't demand it. I'm gonna stick a tag in here somehow. I probably have the sentiment on it. I don't know if I'm gonna have any of those acid strips afterwards. Out. All right, let's see. Oh, that is turning out very, very cute.
Thank you.
And it works. And it works. The crazy wheel works. But and you can
That's exactly how I feel about it. I'm not lying to you.
You can do different saturations too. So if you wanted something that wasn't quite so in your face, you can tone it down. And then it wouldn't maybe be as ugh. How do you spell that?
I think there's definitely some Y's and some.
Any kind of stars and asterisks and some
No, I got plenty of those words too, but that's not appropriate for craft roulette.
That's true. That's true. We have children to watch. Well, this is a card that I would not normally make. That is exactly what craft roulette does. This is not a card that would normally be in my comfort here. This is very odd. But okay, so a little long tag. I have a long tag. Here we go. We're doing it. Nope, that's not the one. Well, I have a round one. Nah, I don't think so. So how is everybody else going to work tags in? And that is T-A-G. If you're from the northern part of the United States, it's T-long A-G. But this is the middle of the country, and we say tag, not tag. Do you say tag or tag?
Tag.
Tag. There you go. That's more Midwestern.
Well, I'm from Ohio.
Yeah. So that is Midwestern, right? Because I think we are so Midwestern. We're right smack dab in the middle. So I think of you as being kind of Eastern Western.
I am fairly East, but I do believe in the regions we are still categorized as Midwest.
I think you're right. I think you are absolutely right. I think this will work. Do I have anything that small? This is a crazy bee thing. Do I, if I did this, would this all work? Card with a tag. I don't really have a tag. This is kind of a tag. That's a tag, isn't it? Okay. Red, yellow, and violet.
Lord have mercy.
Starts with a B, is a B, and ombre. I did ombre, but I cut a lot of it off. So there. It was ombre. Now it's, and the bees are kind of ombre-ish. Hey, ombre. They can be. Okay, so, ooh. We'll just pull out this little guy. It says be creative. And it would fit this little tiny thing. Oh, yes. How's that, Mr. Producer?
Same thing and shade it more gently.
Mm-hmm. He's thinking maybe that's just too bold.
Yeah.
But I might just need to pop these guys up too. Maybe the flowers are down here in this part, and then the bees are going to be coming down or flying away back to the hive. And I don't have to use all of them. I could do just some of them, and then it's good to play around with your. Do we want any kind of, no, can't bring any green in, but these are kind of weird styles together. But that's okay too. We'll figure it out. I don't have it. You know, maybe it is this bee with these kind of simple. I got another bee. This is not an easy one, Kelly. It really isn't. Not for me.
Did not pick it, Carrie. You did.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm a dirty, rotten dog.
Over here with this red, yellow, purple. What?
Yeah, Yes, 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 yes. And we love stretching these, everybody. And this is kind of, you know what? I do think that's going to be a sitch. I think this guy might be better. He's a little simpler. And then, ooh, what was this? Bless your heart. Okay. Is that one going to fit in there? And then, oh my gosh, maybe that goes down here. I'm having issues. And then this goes up here, and then you open it up, and there's a whole Eden full of beautiful flowers. And so it looks very quiet on the front. You don't know what's going on behind there. And scene. Do we have a, how do we do that darn tag? Oh, this was Be Creative. See, it's,
And I
I'm
can't
really
put any green in this
agonizing.
at all.
Not legally.
Okay. I'm gonna find
Not
me a
legally.
yellow. I'm gonna find me a yellow that looks like a green. I am.
You do what you need to do. We always ask on Craft Roulette about your preferences. So,
My preferences?
yeah, last fall there was a thing that happened, and we kept getting orange on the wheel, and people started saying that they started complaining about orange, and so it turned out that we started thinking about it and going that people either liked orange or they liked purple better. And so we always ask our guests, which one, are you team orange or are you team purple? I'm going to show Mr. Producer which one I'm pretty sure you are. And then you can tell us, are you team orange or team purple?
So I'm not team either one of them. But if I had to choose
Yes.
for crafting purposes,
Yes.
not for wearing purposes,
Fair enough.
I would be team.
Are you kidding me? I heard you say, I said you were going to be team purple because I heard you say on a video that you loved purple.
I hate purple.
What the heck? Well, I was all wrong. That happens.
In fact, in my sister got married, her wedding colors were purple, and I had to wear a purple dress and out for it because she was my sister.
Oh. Well, you must love your sister. Yeah, purple. I'm team orange, 100%. I like it. It's not like I would always pick an orange coat or anything like that, but I love how it brightens up how it can brighten up a card. And, you know, that's mostly what
When it
I work
comes
with.
to card making, I do use purple, but typically I use a more pinkish purple than like a violet.
Oh.
Which you're about to find out because I got to use violet.
That's right. That's right. I think I have more of a reddish violet going on there, but that's okay. It still has the violet in its name. Come on. You can do better than that. This card just changed completely. Mary says she has a purple coat, and if she could, she'd have a purple car. That is some purple love. Very serious purple love. Purple way before orange for Karen. Love the fall. See, Kimberly, fall's so pretty. There are some purple leaves. Like purple plums and things like that have purple leaves.
So this is, y'all are going to think I'm out of my mind.
We like that. Okay. I got some smudges. Now I know where to put the bees. Still I'm missing my tag though, but because I changed my mind. That's the way it goes. Story of my life. Okay, bless your heart. I think we'll just put him right up here. We do have a little gradient there. Good enough for me. Now, I don't know. We'll use this one. What are you going to do, my dear, that we are going to say that you've lost your mind? That is really cute.
Red, but I put a gray over them.
Smart,
because red's complementary color on the color wheel is green. So in order for them to have a more pigmented look, I used the gray to kind of change the hue so they maybe will appear a bit more green and not bright red. But I didn't technically use any green.
That is some smart thinking there. That's real good. No, that's real good. That's the way to work the color wheel, man. Well, we're going to make this little bee have some little bit of purple tint in his wings, or violet tint in his wings. Ever so gentle. Just lovely. Do we know what you're having? Do we know? Are you do you know what your baby is? We are going to be
surprised.
Okay. I saw his little her little face, and he's very, very cute.
Her looks like my husband, so I hope it's a...
Oh, is that right?
Looks exactly like my husband.
Oh. They do, you really do have a little, you can see what they're going to look like so well in those sonograms now. It's just remarkable.
Oh, it's crazy.
Just so sweet. Have you seen it move around much?
You have to have another one at 36 weeks. So I'll be very interested to see what it looks like. Well, there's much change.
Yeah. How far were you at that when the other one was done?
That one was taken at 30 weeks, just last Friday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's going to be a big baby, I think, huh?
Telling me, girl. Who?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing you don't know. Nothing you don't know. Let's see.
My mother-in-law was telling me she was buying clothes. She's like, well, I keep buying 0 to 3 months because I remember how big Eric was when he was a baby, but I suppose I should pick up some newborn thing. Like, don't waste your...
Was your first little guy big? And
yes-ish. He was 2 weeks early, but he was already 8 pounds 4 ounces.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're talking some real baby.
Apparently, I just enjoy growing big children.
Shoot. Well, you probably are very healthy. And so it just reflects in your children. Are you big?
Not particularly.
You don't, yeah.
When I got pregnant, I was about 5. Well, I'm always about 5'7", but I was about 138. When I got pregnant with Nathan, I was 120.
Yeah, you're not big. You're tall though. That's good. You have some room.
Nathan is built just like he's taller and thinner. It makes buying jeans a real problem.
Yep. Now, personally, I am kind of a shrimp, and because of that, I tend to buy capris for tall people, and they fit me just right. Because they are short for tall people, and so they just work real well. How am I going to get a stupid tag in here? I had such a good idea. It's just not
I believe
there.
Somebody said in the comments that they thought you were going to forget the tag.
Oh, well, it could happen. I'm working real hard not to, but...
Nathan is 8. He just turned 8 this year. So
have it carrying a tag, because they do tag bees.
there will be a little bit of time between.
I don't think I want another bee. I think I am going to draw, Mr. Producer, I think you're right. I'm just going to have this little bee have a little tag coming off of it. Maybe with a little, it's just going to have a little tag and it's with a little heart on it. Right off his stinger? A little bow right here on his stinger? That would be kind of gross. But just a little, a little tag here. Just to fit it in. I've seen this work before. I know about this craft roulette slyness. So, and then, yep, just a little heart there. I've got everything then.
I really super wish that I could just take a light blue and glaze over this vase situation I've got back.
Soon as
So
the
if you
show's
decide
over.
to a card like this and you want to color a vase, we'll put the light blue over it. Don't do what I'm doing.
Do what I say and not what I do.
You know how many times I say that on my YouTube channel?
Oh, is that right? Well,
quite frequently.
It's good advice oftentimes. What would your advice be for a new crafter? Somebody that's never made cards. And yeah.
Well, it depends. Are they a new crafter who wants to get into like design work, or are they a new crafter who's just learning how to do it?
Take your pick.
So if you're a new crafter that's just learning how to do it, my recommendation to try all the things. Try all the things and do the ones that make you, whatever the styles are that make you, don't feel like you have to do clean and simple because this person does clean and simple, or you have to do shabby chic because this person does. Like, find people that make a style that you like and then follow those people. They will help you to be inspired.
Yeah. That's good.
If you are a person who is new and you want to get into design work, which seems to be the thing, a lot of people are like, how do I make a living at this? I would love to tell you, I have no idea because I still have a full-time job and I own another business. So I am not the person.
How do you make a living? I don't know. Yeah.
But if you want to start working with design companies and things like that, you have to find your niche. Like, find the thing that works for you, that makes you happy, that is your style. Like for me, it's one layer cards.
Yeah.
Scene making, and on my YouTube channel, it's storytelling.
Yeah.
Those things most other people are not doing. They're fairly unique to me.
Okay.
And then start using the products of the people that you want to work for. Tag them in your social media.
And then that can open the door.
Yes, because as long as they're seeing what you're making, like if you never tag anybody in it, or if you don't share it, they can't see what you're making with their product to even invite you to come along.
Right. Yeah. That all makes good sense to me. You're a smart girl. You are a smart girl. I can tell that. It's
Here's hoping.
You're so good at listening. I think it has. I don't know if that was because of your job that you have, or did you have that before you had the job? But when we were in tech call and things like that, you were so earnestly listening, and I thought, I wonder if you're real good at it, which is funny because you're a storyteller. So you'd think maybe you would be more of a chatterbox like that, but I didn't find it so.
Well, they kind of pay me to listen to other people talk.
Well, I know this is true, but not everybody.
So I don't know that I necessarily had that skill before I had that job, But I
Uh-huh.
do know that multitasking and things certainly have been. I'm better prepared for doing those things
Uh-huh.
because of my
Uh-huh.
job.
Yeah. Yeah. So it has helped you. How has card making helped you in your life? What do you think it's
In
like
card
some of
making,
the
I'm
best part?
definitely more like detail oriented
Uh-huh.
than maybe I would be if I had never been a card maker. So like that, especially for like the furniture refinishing and stuff,
Hmm.
is super helpful for the detail portion of it.
Okay. That makes sense. So you can listen to, so you've got several things going on for you for that. You can listen to them very well for their what they want, which is very important when you're having somebody do your work, creative work for you, because a lot of times they'll come. We just had some cement poured, and then they come with their own ideas, and then it's sometimes hard to get that over that and move them on to something else, like your idea. So
I would
maybe
agree.
they should try some card making and improve their their detail and listening to the others kind of thing. But I don't know. I think it's too late now. We got one of the slabs poured, but that's the way it goes. It'll be nice. It'll still be nice. But it was, you just think and you go, oh well, I think you know what I want. But then proof is in the pudding. Nope, you didn't quite get it. That's 4,500 pounds later, it's too late. So, anyway. Yes, Grandma Gay. Her coloring skills are blowing my mind, too. Yes. Cement roulette. That's what we needed, Stephen. We should have played a game of cement roulette. We kind of did. I'm not sure if we came out winners, but. Well, I'm doing an ombre gray background or slice here. I'm going to use those flowers yet. Because I pulled off the parameters on that one, but it's pretty funky. Sometimes I like a card better in the morning. Do you ever come back and love a card in the morning? Or what do you do when you are pretty sure? How do you know? I'm sorry, let me start that sentence 5 times. How do you know when you have a card that is winner, winner, chicken dinner? What does that moment
I
feel like?
I feel like everybody knows when they have a card that's just like, this is it for me. Um, and I don't know what it is about it,
Mm-hmm.
but I do think that everybody knows when they're like, yes, this is the card that I had intended to make, and it is fantastic.
When you first started, what did you do when you first started? Was it like, did you stamp like crazy, or did you have good taste in the beginning? Not everybody
When
has
I
good
first
taste.
started, I typically I tried everything. And like I did do some clean and simple things, but it
Mm-hmm.
took me a while to kind of settle in and recognize that this was something this was going to be my thing.
Okay.
It just took me a long time to get there. I kept wanting to try everything, or I felt like I needed to be trendy or whatever, but once I committed to this is my thing that I'm doing, like and a good way to find your thing that you're doing, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
is
Yes.
when you don't feel creative whatsoever
Uh-huh.
and you're struggling and you're like, I'm just going to sit down and do X because I'm hoping to get back in the swing of things.
Uh-huh.
Typically, whatever X is your thing.
Mm-hmm.
So for
A lot of
me, it
people will say backgrounds or something like that.
right, like you want to sit down and do inky backgrounds. Like
Mm-hmm.
maybe ink blending is your thing, techniques are your thing. For me, it's coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I don't have anything creative to contribute, I just want to sit down and color.
Isn't that a nice thing? That is just a wonderful thing to be able to have that figured out. And I like to color. It's weird, but Sundays, I just color on Sundays. I'm not, and it's just for fun. It's just for absolute enjoyment. And I doodle and do all sorts of kind of unusual things like these cards that I've done tonight. But yeah, it's just what, and all of a sudden the day is gone. And you go, wow, I spent hours on the screen porch just coloring, and that's just such a nice thing to be able to have done. I love it.
Wow, we're at 190 right now.
We're at 190. Well, for Pete's sake, welcome to Craft Roulette. Please subscribe, follow, like, all those kind of things. Make sure that you are following Miss Kelly too, that little doll baby, because she's got things coming up. She's not going to stop, even though she's going to be little mama again. Ooh, and we were talking before, Kelly works at night oftentimes, so she's got baby duty figured out. That's the worst part of being a new mom, is that night thing. So you're just going to have a heyday. It's going to be great.
Even though I am a night person, I still, having a newborn is exhausting. It doesn't matter what time of the day
I'm trying to paint it real pretty. I am. I'm trying. It is a lot of, well, there's so many changes, and oh my gosh. A whole new person to deal with.
Indeed.
With a lot of life to go in front of it. It's great though. I think you'll do great. You seem to have a great relationship with your other son, so I have no doubt this baby is in for a good family treat.
Here's hoping. Nathan was colicky, so I'm hoping that this child is not.
You'll be too tired to care.
I will not be too tired to care that they are screaming in my face, Mary. No, I will not be.
Oh, this child will understand that soon and just go, this is no fun. I'm just going to rest.
Wouldn't that be
play
great?
In the morning. Yeah.
If everybody could just pray for that baby. I don't know who gets them babies, but I have not yet.
Oh. I don't know. They all have their little issues. It's just, they just all have to go through stuff. It's hard being born.
I will not be taking a year off with my little one. Here in the US of A, we're basically, FMLA covers 12 weeks, which is 3 months, which I have to burn my own time to take. So I'll be taking those 3 months, and then that's it.
Yeah. Do I have it? I don't have any yellow. Oh, we got to put some yellow on this sucker. Okay, so, I'm glad we fit you in to Craft Roulette, because I think you're going to probably be too busy for us for a while. Just got a hunch.
We might be a little bit busy.
I think, yeah. Well, I'm so glad that you joined us tonight. And thank you, Mary Moisen, for suggesting this lovely lady. We have enjoyed having her here. And oh my gosh, that card is remarkable. Oh, that didn't turn out so big, but that's okay. So, hey, I got 2. I got a tag on this one, and it's vellum. And I got a little crazy stem there out of gray, because it's a neutral. And I may come in and add a little bit of something to these guys, because they're kind of flat. But I think we're okay for first night. So oftentimes they come back and change them up a little bit on the next day, but for first night I'm gonna sit back and relax for a minute. Oh, Wendy, your first baby was
sentiment,
perfect.
And then I'm done.
Hey, Russ.
Did I meet all the things? All right, wait, hold on.
Well,
card with a tag. I got my little tag.
Yes.
Red, yellow, and violet.
Your favorite.
with acceptable neutrals.
Right.
Starts with a B. Is my
Blooms.
blooms here.
So smart.
And then I got ombre wallpapers.
I think you
Right?
did beautifully. I think you did beautifully. Welcome to Craft Roulette, and way to school us on how to do Craft Roulette. That's great.
Well, now we got to put glitters on it, though, because no card's done without the glitters.
Well, maybe that's what I need. Just a little bit of shine. These are a little flat. They're not good enough for me, but they're good enough for tonight. And I think this one turned out okay with the bee and his trailing tag. You just never know. You came up with something that may just be somebody's the next stamp. A bee with a tag series from everybody that has stamp companies. Yeah, it'll be fine. Fine. I'll add some shine too. I'm trying to see what everybody is. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, we just had a nice clap of thunder.
Right.
Heather says she loves the dots on the red mug, as do I. I did not see how you made those. Did you make them?
Oh, it's a white gel pen.
White gel pen. Okay, that's what I would have guessed. That's a really good touch.
Yeah, it's pretty much a staple in my crafting.
Oh, I love them. What kind do you like the best?
And then there's a silver one down here. Gel pens are a great, super inexpensive tool. Get some.
Yeah, they are. My favorite is just the plain old jelly roll from Sakura.
That's what I got.
I love them. Buy them
for a while. Everybody
10.
was like the Sakura or the what were they? Signo, but they never worked for me. Mine's a jelly roll.
Is that what this is? This is a Ranger. It was medium pass. And then I had another one that I thought was real popular too, and I don't think it worked very well. The jelly roll was this one. This one never worked very well for me. Do you want it?
And what one is that?
It is the Signo.
Yeah,
Uniball.
I had one too, and it never worked.
Yeah, just didn't pull it off, but I'm sure it's got purpose. I just haven't discovered it yet. So went on with the jelly roll, and I'm so happy. Because I've had some jealousy because I did want to have that ability to have those white dots, and I couldn't get it, and it was like very frustrating. So now I have it, and I'm happy. So go ahead and hold your card up a little bit, ma'am, and then we will let you rest because you have done a night's work. Look at
I'm
that.
too close.
There you go.
Stand by.
Stand by. See, that's dispatch talk.
There we go.
That looks great. I love it. And
I know
so
Blue is my boyfriend, and can you believe they didn't let me use no Blue?
The wheel wanted to stretch you, my dear. It was just a kind of a cranky old wheel tonight. You just never know.
It's all right. We made it work.
Know. You did, and I'm going to make this one better. I just haven't figured out how. That's okay. Never stopped me from making a card before just because it wasn't great. It's okay. It's okay.
Sandra, it probably would, but I don't have a yellow that isn't super abrasive in order to put it over it, and so I'm not willing to risk it. But you are 100% correct. In order to make it look more transparent, you would see some of that color in the background.
I missed the question. Blue. So Blue is your boyfriend. You do that a lot on your shows, on your videos?
Yes.
Is it like a blue-green or a royal blue?
No, it's a blue-blue.
A blue-blue. Do you have a nursery?
Like a good old salty ocean.
Salty ocean. Gotcha. Like it. I like it. All right. Well, let's go ahead and let you get off and take a deep breath and relax for a minute. We'll do a little housekeeping here, and then we'll bring you back to say goodbye.
Okay. Thank you so much.
That was pretty painless, right?
Mostly.
If you'd gotten Blue, would it be completely painless?
Yes.
Ah, shucks. Well, fiddle.
Just think about how much better this would look if this was a blue background.
It would look good. It would look
good because blue is beautiful.
It would look real good. It is beautiful. It tends to be my favorite too. Most people like either an aqua or a blue. I think, but not everybody. Yeah. Some people like green as their favorite, which I can't quite relate to, but it's okay. It's a wonderful thing to be able to let other people like their own colors. Team orange, team purple. I can't believe you're not team purple though. Look at that. Okay. Kelly will be back with us in just a minute. If you did send in one of those 86 cards, make sure you stick around to the end because we do have some goodie bags to give away. So we want to thank our patrons. You guys are stellar. We do offer some great behind the scenes content and give you some voting power, some other fun things just by being a patron. And we have gamified scrapbooking too for our Club Fun members, which is a very, very fun thing. And if you want to scrapbook, you haven't scrapbooked, you wish you could scrapbook because you've got that space and you don't know what to do with it, maybe you should try a month of gamified scrapbooking with us. It really works. If you think this works for cards, you gotta believe we got it figured out for scrapbooking too. But thank you guys. We do appreciate each and every one of you. I love talking to you on our Patreon blog. We do have some great guests coming up. We've got another Taylor next week. We've got Lauren Taylor. Then we have Jeannie Lou, Julie Carrier, who we always have a fun time with. And then we have a three-top with Crafty Al and her pals, Biddy Penny and Crafty Mama Diaries, Helen Schlett. After that, we have Laurel Beard coming to the wheel for the first time. And we're looking forward to hanging out with all of them. Look at that lineup. Hubba hubba. Do we have some fun guests or what? Gosh, it's wonderful. You can play along with us by making a card using those 4 parameters, a card with a tag. Don't forget the tag. Yellow, red, and violet as your color palette. You can use the neutrals and metallics. Something that starts with a B. I can't wait to see what you come up with. And somehow or other use some ombre. Go over to craftroulette.live. There is a submission form. Fill it out, upload it, and we'll see what we come up, and we'll be looking for you all this weekend. The submission form closes at Sunday night, midnight Central Time. Oh, it's that time. It's that time where we give a little something away to those wonderful people that sent in a submission last week. All 86 of you are on that wheel right now. These are the goodie bags that have been generously donated by some of our patrons and friends. We've got stamps in there, embellishments. I don't even know what all is in there. I'm not even going to look because then I start getting, I'll change this and change that. I'm not going to look. So, well, thank you again for sending in those 86 cards and then Ashley with 87. It was stellar. And I'm hoping for 100 this week. I think we can do it, don't you? Who thinks 100? 150? No, stop it, Mary, stop it. But let's go for 100. I think we can do it. We'd love to hear from Alaska. I saw somebody from Alaska here. We've never gotten anybody from you. There's a whole bunch of people that we haven't heard from, so send them in this weekend. Let's count him down and get something given away. 3, 2, 1, spin. On Craftermath this week, we showed how this little spinner was coded. I couldn't understand it. And almost, Arlene. Almost 2 weeks in a row. That's wonderful. Carol's and Cornetti, good for you. We're so glad that you sent in those cards. Carol has been sending in cards for months and months and months. She has watched us from the very early days, and we really appreciate our friends like that. So thank you. So we've got another one. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, spin. Oh, he beat me. Biddy Penny, Biddy Penny. You say Biddy, I say Penny. Biddy Penny. Do go to our guest crafters page if you want to see who has been joined us before. Bailey Beck. That is, oh cool. That is Patty's who has sent in 71 submissions, granddaughter. So that is very exciting. I will just send it to you, Patty, if that's okay. That's neat. I'm glad to send that out. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Next week, I don't know if we have any spin sponsors. I'll see if I can find one, or we'll just have another goodie bag because we've got great ones. Yes, Patty Beck, congrats, Bailey. That's exciting. Very cool. All right, let's bring back Miss Kelly and say goodnight. There she is.
Hello.
Well, maybe next year for your baby's first birthday, you can come back, and we'll put blue on the wheel. All sorts of blue and red and green, blue and red and yellow, blue. Put blue in every single
blue
one.
in anything is okay.
But we have to have 24 different blue situations, or that big number 331776 or possibilities. That's it. 331,776 possibilities gets askew, and we have been corrected, and I learned it, so we don't do that anymore. So it would have to be blue with this, blue with that. But
I can handle blue with something.
Yeah, blue with silver, blue with gold. Blue. You could make 24 of those. Maybe next year. We'll bring you back when that baby's a year old, and we'll get, not this, but we'll see this little dart running around all over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
That
my
first year's
husband corral him downstairs.
That's the one. We love our husbands when they're taking care of those children. Absolutely. Yep, Sandy Boone, whoa. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you so much, Kelly. I know you're super busy, and it really means a lot to us that you would
well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. We'll be watching your YouTubes and listening for your announcements.
Thank you.
We do wish you the very, very best. And I hope he sleeps early and long.
Me too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Please,
That's from my heart. That's absolutely from my heart. So, all right. Well, this is the time of night where we give our dogs a little kiss, because we've taken some time out to have a little craft time, spend it with each other. I think that's an important way to start the weekend. And we blow a little kiss to y'all too. And say thank you, send in those submissions, subscribe, and all that stuff. Kelly, God's blessings on you.
Thank you so much. You guys have a nice night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.